welcome to another episode of Crazy Bookish Asian. So it looks like this is our 24th book. So that means this is our second year because
Yeah.
we all take turns reading. This is my turn, obviously, that's why I'm talking. So, like I said earlier, welcome. Um, before we dive into anything else, we will start with the introduction. um, I will just call out people based on based off the order on my screen. So, Emmy, you start.
Hello, Emmy. Emmy here from Toronto. I know it's not a good night tonight. Anyways, yeah.
All right, Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa, and I am related by marriage, and I'm in Toronto.
Awesome. And Lainey.
Hi, I'm Lainey. I'm the youngest crazy bookish Asian, and I'm in Toronto as well.
And last but not least, I guess me. I am Elle. I am actually the only one who is not in Toronto. I am in the West Coast. So, so with the crazy bookish Asians, like related by blood or marriage. And as like I said earlier, it's my turn this time to pick a book. Um, before I tell you which book I picked, I guess just or no, heads up for everybody. We talk about spoilers. And of course, everything that we talked about is just our tiny, humble opinion. So it does not reflect, it does not reflect anything other than the opinion of four people. So take it for what it is, okay?
Oh, I have a thingy. I think we should discuss the book cover as well, right? I think we should see just opinions about the book covers, see if we
We
like it or
can.
not.
Yeah, we can do
Just
that
quick
too.
little opinion piece.
Absolutely. All right. Okay. So the book that we're going to talk about today is The Truth According to Ember by Danica Nava. So I will read the synopsis according to Goodreads. So Ember Lee Cardinal has not always been a liar. Well, not for anything that counted at least. But her job search is not going well, and when her resume is rejected for the 37th time, she takes matters into her own hands. She gets creative listing. She gets creative, quote unquote, listing her qualifications and answers the ethnicity question on applications with a half lie technically. No one wanted Native American Ember, but white Ember has just landed her dream accounting job on Park Avenue in Oklahoma City, that is. Accountant Ember thrives in corporate life, and her love life seems to be looking up to Danawa, I think that's how you say it. Colson, the IT guy and fellow native who caught her eye on the first day, seemed to actually be interested in her too. Despite her unease over the no dating policy at work, they start to see each other secretly, which somehow makes it even hotter? Question mark. But when they're caught in a compromising position in a work trip, a scheming colleague blackmails Ember, threatening to expose their relationship. As the manipulation continues to grow, so do Ember's lies. She must make the hard decision to either stay silent or finally tell the truth, which could cost her everything. God, the synopses are getting longer and longer.
And they're
it
getting
feels.
really detailed, right? They're getting more
I
detailed.
know.
That's literally the whole story.
That is
What the
the
heck?
whole story.
I didn't even
I
know,
know.
right? I didn't even know that the blackmail part was there too. Wow.
Okay, so we don't have to review the book. You know it all now, right? Yeah, we all know it now. Yeah.
We don't have to rehash the synopsis or
No,
whatever.
we don't
'Cause
have
it's
to.
all
Yeah.
there.
That's
You
crazy.
know?
There
Yeah.
is no spoiler. There's
Yeah.
no spoiler in this.
Holy crap.
The whole
Oh
synopsis
my!
is a spoiler.
No, as I was reading it too, I'm like, oh, that's the whole story right there. You know, it's
Yeah.
like,
I didn't realize
That's
that they did
crazy.
have
I
the
know
whole
I didn't
thing
either
there.
until she was reading. I'm like, that sounds like the whole story, right?
That's crazy.
oh my god. Okay. Um, the way we normally do it is the last person who reviewed it the last month basically will have her first turn. So I believe it was Emmy. So
Let it let it rip.
Let it rip, girl.
Okay, if you guys are not new here, then you know, like the last two books, I was whinging so much about those books. Really
That
killed
she
my.
got cut off.
Oh my god, I know. Riverside's like you're complaining too much. Sorry, Riverside's the platform we're using. So, anyways, I will try to be good this time. So I guess like Lainey said, we're gonna talk about the cover first, I guess, right? So usually, I'm not a big fan of this type of like covers, like this kind of graphic. But I must admit that for this story, I really, really like the cover. I thought it was perfect for the book because um, every time I see books like that, like with this kind of style, I guess we should show it. Loisa, do you want to show it again? Because mine is like black and white.
Well, I can put it on screen. We can
Okay,
put
okay.
there.
Yeah, so usually this kind of covers that we see, right? Like it's like,
Mm.
and then you read the book and it's like a very dark book, like the last book that we read.
Mm.
So, but this one, I thought it was right. I thought it was perfect because this book to me is lighthearted, like what I actually like in a romance. So, spoiler alert, yes, I did like this book. So, yay! So,
Yay!
thank you, thank you, Elle, for finally stopping my bad streak of bad romance books. But anyways, yeah. So I actually did like this book. I like the cover. I like the book. But although I do have issues as well that I will discuss. But first, I will talk about the pros. So I like the writing style because I thought it was just it's very easy to read. Honestly, it read like a YA to me. So I don't know. I hope the author, by some chance, if you ever read, like, watch this video. I don't mean anything by that, but when I say YA, like just the way it is, like especially now when you're watching the news and it's so heavy, so you just need like a light something that won't like tax your brain. I thought this book was perfect for that in terms of the writing style. And I also thought it was funny. A lot of the scenes, especially even the main character, I thought she was funny. A lot of her lines and what she, well, not everything that she ended up doing were funny, but anyways, like I thought she was okay, and I love the male protagonist, Danua. I think that's how you say it, right? Also, I would like to thank the author. Thank you, Miss Danica, for showing at the end how to pronounce these names and these words properly. I think every author should do that. If you have like a book that not a lot of people are familiar with saying, you should include like a how to say it, phonetically. I thought that was so great. So right, I think that's how she said Danua, right? Like that's how you're supposed to say it.
Yes.
Daniel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I also like some of the minor characters, especially the aunt. I really like the aunt. Actually, yeah, I think out of all the minor characters. So Joanna and like the others, I didn't like too much. I thought they're very cliche, and Joanna was a bit off in some of the scenes, like her taking in Tito without telling Ember about it. So that's why I think, but I still thought they were okay. Like I mean, I will say that the characters, like the minor characters, they're what you would call like stock characters when it comes
Do
to
you
minor characters.
do you mean Sage, not Tito, her brother, taking him
Oh
in?
yeah, sorry, Sage. Yeah, sorry. So Tito's a
Yeah.
friend,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
friend.
goes
Yeah.
different. Yeah.
And Kyle was an okay villain. Again, kind of like more of like a stock villain, but I still like that. Like like just how this book flowed. Like it wasn't too angsty. Like even with a little bit of angst, I thought it was still kind of lighthearted. So I wasn't like holding my breath. Like oh my god, like do I want to go on or not? Like I thought it was still pretty okay. And the description of food I thought was also pretty good. Like when they were talking about the tacos that the auntie was doing when Ember decided to visit her. I thought that was nice. And I also like, I don't know if you guys like this, but I like that there's not a lot of like those intimate scenes. Like I thought it was just enough for me because the way the book flowed, like it is NA, I guess, right? Like you would consider this NA, but because to me it read like a YA, so I like that it wasn't too heavy when it comes to those kind of like scenes. So I thought that was really good. So yeah, so I do have a question for you guys later on. I guess that we can all discuss with Phoebe. I don't know if I consider her like as a villain or a friend because the way she was described, like I was kind of unsure what kind of character she is. Phoebe is the receptionist who
The
wanted the
receptionist.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
the
Mm.
anyways,
receptionist.
for my cons, Ember. So the lying. A lot of the times, like I understand some of the lies that she had to say, like with the resume. I totally understand that. There was a part here. I thought like there was a lot of in terms of her being a Native American that really the reason she had to lie on her resume, right? And she talked about that. And then about how sorry, this is the one I highlighted. It was already changing my life for the better. I know. Money isn't everything. Well, when you had no money and then got some, it was everything. It made all the difference. Like those things, I thought the author, because she is also Native American, so I thought she captured that part of what life is like as a Native American. I thought she did a really good job. And putting that in a romance, I understand, like, like, how you're like that. That's a hard topic to kind of discuss and still kind of make it lighthearted enough, but also like kind
Yeah.
of serious. So I thought she did a good job doing that. Uh, but I do think like some of the stuff that Ember did literally made no sense. Like even lying about like her having a boyfriend um so that they wouldn't think that she's
Phoebe.
dating. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Phoebe. Like just I
Mm.
Right.
know she was caught off guard. Like it actually made sense. I know, I understand. So these are like these cons I have. They're like literally like just nitpicking almost because I do understand the motivation that she has for doing all this, but still it kind of annoyed me because I'm never like that in any characters, like in real life or in fiction. Those kind of white lies that she was saying, and then the ending I didn't like too much. I thought that was really cringy. So I don't know if you can, like
The
with
Peter Gabriel?
yeah, like I
I was
did
like,
not. I was like when it's supposed to be like that scene from Say Anything, right? I didn't like that scene at all.
yes.
And then also, I kind of wish that they showed what happened to when Natalie came back. Like, what was her reaction to the whole thing? But I
Yeah.
know she's just a minor character as well. But anyways, Natalie too. I ended up kind of liking her. Like, she was okay. Like,
Right.
the villains, like not just Kyle, but the other co-workers. I thought the author did a good job portraying those, even though they are like what I said, they're kind of cliche characters. But I still kind of enjoyed it. So that's about it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Lisa, you want to go next?
Oh, sure. Okay. So, I found it was an easy read, and like Emmy, I liked her writing. Um, I did not like Ember. Uh, I thought it was funny though I laughed in some parts of the book, right? Because I was like, so that part made me like the book a little bit better. It's just that I couldn't get over all the lying, right? Like it just really annoyed me, right? Like I was fine with so I understood why she did the resume part. That part I understood because everybody kind of does that, right? Or whatever, but the line about the boyfriend, then the line about her working at the bowling alley, then her line about where she lived, right? I was like, really? Right? Like, is that necessary? Like, just own up to where you live and what you did for a living before went to this, workplace or whatever, right? But what really annoyed me was, yeah, the fact that she said she had a boyfriend. I was like, what? And like what Emmy said, yeah, I guess she was caught off guard, but still, it's like her first reaction was to lie, right? Instead of just say, no, I'm not. Do the other lie. Just say you're not together with, Denwa, right? Did I say that right? Um, so that part really, I couldn't I couldn't get past that at some point, and then towards like maybe like three-quarters of the book I finally like, okay, I was enjoying reading it after that, right? But for the first bit I was just like, oh my, I was just shaking my head the whole time, right? But I really liked the male character Danawa. I liked him a lot. Kyle was just an idiot, so it seemed kind of unnecessary for him to be there like the villain, so. And to your point with Phoebe, yeah, wasn't really sure what her, what her role was, she didn't seem evil,
But she
but
didn't
she
seem that nice
also,
either, right? So
yeah, no, she just
it's like,
seemed kind of like just there,
yeah.
right? Like she was just a character that was just thrown in, right, into the book, right? So yeah, the first half or three quarters of the book, I kind of like I was cringing the whole time, right, because of all the lies. Um, but I was also kind of laughing in between too as well. So that sort of made up for me cringing three quarters of the book, right? And then yeah, the ending was sort of like when she was singing, I thought, oh, that's really like cheesy, right? But it was kind of funny too, so I was like laughing at that, right? So yeah, it was like it was an easy read. I like the side characters. Yeah, I like the aunt, and I liked Natalie. I found her boss Gary, Greg, whatever his name was. He was just a jackass, man. It was like
First boss.
The first one,
yeah,
Stevenson.
yes.
Oh,
yeah, the
Gary.
one,
Both of
yeah,
Yeah,
the
them
one
were
that
kind of
didn't
like,
didn't
yeah,
pay for his dry cleaning. I'm like, what
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell, right?
yeah.
God, if I was her, I would have like demanded the money, right? So that part I thought was like really weird, right? That he got away with that, not paying her. Like you make her pick up your dry cleaning, you don't pay her for it. Um, but yeah, no, it was like an easy read. So I liked her writing style, and I think this is like her first book, so it's pretty good for a first book. So
Oh,
yeah,
was it? Okay.
is it her first
Okay.
yeah,
book?
yeah, it is. I
Okay.
read it was her first book. So yeah, it was
Ah,
I liked it because it wasn't like a true romance, like in terms of like all the sex. So I agree with Emmy's assessment that it was sort of like a YANA, because really they didn't do it until like three quarters of the book, right? Like it was just a slow burn all the way
or
to like,
right, or like two-thirds in. You're
almost,
right.
yeah, like
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
the
yeah,
ending, right?
yeah,
And the
yeah,
way it's
yeah,
Yeah.
described to
yeah.
is almost
So
like it was just kind of glossed over, which I kind of like, honestly. Like, it wasn't
yeah, like
very
yeah,
graphic.
no,
Sometimes you're
it
just
wasn't
like,
Right.
graphic, no.
yeah,
So yeah,
Yeah, no,
so
that would have been so out of place, I think, if
yes,
it
yeah.
was graphic. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it was an easy read for me. I just did not like Ember.
Oh,
But I'm
what
not
did
gonna
you think of
rage
the
about I'm not gonna
title?
I'm not gonna rage about it.
The cover page.
Rage against
The
the
title
dying of the
page.
light.
That's right. So
That's
no,
Emmy's job. That's
It
Emmy's
is the
job.
so the
whinging.
cover.
I am the whinging queen.
So for me, it's been three books where I haven't liked the main woman, right? So it's my own book, and then your book, and then this
Right.
book, right? So there's been
Yeah.
three books. But the cover page, I don't normally like cover pages like that, but again, I agree with Emmy on it. It just was appropriate. It was like it was a good cover for this book. Yeah. I think if there was some other cover, it would have been I think this kind of book needed that kind of cover, if
It
that
did.
makes sense.
Yes. Yes.
Because this is sort of like a YANA. It's not a true like romance, right? Where you need like a real person's face.
Right.
So actually it made sense to have this type of cover. For me anyways, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Right,
Okay.
lady.
My turn. Well, I also enjoy the book. This is totally up my alley. Um, again, well, it takes a lot for like to me for hate to hate romance. There's usually certain things that but this one, I mean, it's fun enough, it's spicy enough. The cover, okay, I'll start with the cover. I also did not like the cover. I
Oh,
don't like that comic style, but it suits the book.
yeah.
And again, it's very like you know exactly what you're getting about Indigenous couple, like you know what I mean. Like the guys, you could tell they're Indigenous, so you know what you're getting, which I feel like is good and it's straightforward like that. Um, so my pros, I have my pros and my cons. Pros, oh my god, Danua, I loved him so. I loved him. I thought he was just like a solid character. Like
Hmm.
he
Yes.
wasn't annoying from beginning to end. I felt like he stayed true to like she described him like consistently. Like he seems like a stand-up normal guy. Like Amber is really neurotic, so I'm glad that he's like
Yes.
normal. So I really loved it. Um again, I mean, okay, so our goal this year was to read about like books by POCs or whatever, Canadian. So I like the reading
Or
or
said in
Canadians
Canada.
or set in Canada, or if they even traveled to
Yes.
Saskatchewan or
If they laid
something
over
in one
Toronto
scene.
or whatever.
Or Canadian characters.
Elle was to talk about Mounties. It's like it's okay. We don't hate white people. We don't. So we're like, but we
No,
figure it's
no,
a
but
good,
we just
it's a
wanted
good
to
A.
We
amplify
want to
BIPOC
support.
voices, right?
We want to
Yeah.
Yeah.
support. Yes.
So we wanted
Yeah.
to support, yeah, exactly. Since we are POCs as well, so I like reading about the indigenous culture. Actually, I've been to a restaurant called Tea and Bannock in Toronto, which
Mm.
is they serve indigenous food, and
Oh,
I actually had the Indian taco that she was talking
oh my
about. So
gosh.
Yeah. It sounds really
I,
good. Yeah.
it's
I've seen it.
good.
Yeah, in shows like when they make it, and it's
Yeah.
like wow, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So this place they had it's on Gerard somewhere. So my friend Michelle took me one time. So I kind of knew about the food because they served like the fry bread and they had elk and everything. So I kind of knew. I love, like, me and food. So every time they describe the food, I'm all over it. Um and I also like, okay, the fact that this is the only way I can accept this, because some of them seems like, so she's talking about indigenous people. Some of them kind of seem stereotypical to me, but she's
Mm.
indigenous. So maybe that is, and for me, I can accept it because she's actually indigenous, like living in a
The author that wrote
trailer.
it, yeah.
Yes, yeah, the author, I mean, like, is indigenous as well,
She's
like,
part of a tribe. Yeah, she's part of some tribe in the
and it's a
US. Yeah.
real, yeah, I was actually reading
It's
up
a
on
real tribe.
Ada.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like in Ada in Oklahoma, it's the biggest tribe apparently in, like, one of the biggest tribes in the States. Um, she touched on it. A lot of indigenous people get diabetes as well, and how
Right.
and Danoa's mom died of diabetes. So I like that she did. Like, these are real issues that a lot of, I think, the indigenous people are facing, and I'm glad that you're right. I mean, I think that she incorporated it seriously, but it wasn't all about that. That is sort of just a background for, like, the setting that she had. Um, the side characters I thought were likable. Walila, was that her name? Walila, the sister.
Oh,
Oh, I
Walela.
liked
Oh
her. I forgot to
yeah. I
mention
Walila,
her. Yes, I
forgot.
really liked
yeah,
her. She was so cute. Yeah, she
she
sounds.
was cute,
I felt like I
and
wanted to give her a hug. Yeah,
like,
she was
she's
cute.
so likable. I like that they didn't mention that she had Down syndrome till, like, because it didn't matter,
Yeah.
right? Like, she was such a likable character. Even, what? So even, like, the other characters were good. The aunt was good. I feel like everybody was good. I guess I go with the cons. That again, as I agree with everybody, Ember was like, Ember was my biggest con.
Hmm.
Like, she was like in her mid 20s, but her decisions were so juvenile. I found
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but even like when Kyle was black, okay, this is not really a spoiler since this was in the. in,
It's
And
in the synopsis.
I can't believe they added it. Like, that's like literally the
I
whole
know.
story.
That's so
Like,
true.
but even when he was like black, like, I feel like she should have been smart enough to know that half the shit she's doing
Is
is no
wrong.
will bite her in the ass. Like, I mean, how will it not bite her in the
The
ass?
thing was,
Like,
Hmm.
Zor, I know this is the individual part, but like just to go
yeah,
what you said with Danoa, he already gave the solution too, which is they go to HR, right?
yeah. Like,
That was the best
he,
thing. And she's like,
he
no,
was
no.
so much. He was so mature about. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was so mature from the beginning. Like, and she's the one who's like made it. And okay, I guess they
Difficult.
described
She
it that,
complicated it. Yeah.
yeah, she did. Everybody tells her she makes it more difficult for herself, which, I mean, they described her personality, and I guess that's her character flaw, right? But, like, again, you're right. All this stuff, like the boyfriend, like, why? Like, I don't get that. To a point that even Sage, the brother who went to jail, was more likable. He was more relatable at some point. I'm like, give it up. Like, open the dad's letter. Like, hello. Like, what is, like, she was just so stubborn that I'm like, so she kind of, like, at the end, I was just like, oh my God. And I feel like it should have been a bigger blow up for her, because when it happened, I was like, that's it. Like, I feel like I would have been really, she lied about a lot of things, first of all. Like, she should have been in deeper trouble. Like, she should have been in deeper trouble. Like, she lied
I
about
would
so
think
much
so.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but the changing, okay, spoil. I guess this is the spoiler, since you don't know. But even going to the boss's email, like, hello, that is so illegal. How is this like? Why do you think
Did
internet
it
had?
not
Oh,
occur to her that she shouldn't be doing that,
I
whether
know.
she's being like blackmailed or not? It's
Blackmail, yeah,
wrong, right? It's not even
yeah.
about lying. It's
And but she's like,
wrong, right?
oh, I'm saving Danoa's job. I'm like, how? Like
Really?
this,
Are
this is
you?
gonna
How are
like
you?
this is gonna bite him in the like. I mean, there's no way this all this shit is not gonna affect all you guys. Like it's just it's so extra. That I just felt like you're so dumb. I was like, you're so dumb.
Yeah,
I'd
I was
rather
thinking.
lose.
I thought the same thing.
That kind of took away some stuff from me because I was like, she is the dumbest girl. I mean, I know she's like, I know like she's so afraid, but I'm like, how is this not? How are you like? How is this gonna save anybody? Like, that was. Let's just say the lies didn't make sense. The lies didn't make sense. Oh, my light. Sorry, guy.
Oh,
Oh, my light. That
It's raging.
every
was
every time we're
raging.
whinging about something,
I know
something
something
I know.
we
happened.
just can't we can't rage. We can't rage.
Oh, and I did feel like okay, I wanted more spice, but I was like, this is it.
I knew I kind of
Like,
thought I'm like Lainey and
I
Elle.
thought the
I don't know
same
about
thing.
Lainey and
Yeah,
Elle if they would like the
no, but I'm like,
yeah.
okay, they were descriptive enough. Like, and then you're right, they kind of like, oh, it's like we fall in each other's arms. I'm like, that's it. It's like
You wanted
else.
descriptive. You wanted descriptive.
I do.
A
Okay,
descriptive
here's
sting.
my
Yes.
rule for a spicy book. I need at least 3 descriptive
But I don't
scenarios.
think it's was it categorized as a
I don't think.
spicy I don't
I
think
don't.
so though.
I don't think it's
I
No.
mean,
spicy. No.
Yeah.
No.
but it was spicy enough. They kind of they
Maybe
started it.
one or two scenes, but
I
not
guess.
really. Not
But you're
really.
right. But now
It
that you
wasn't.
guys
It wasn't
mentioned,
cringy,
Is it
spicy. Like
traditionally
it wasn't like.
published?
It is
is it?
actually. It
Oh,
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
And that's I think apparently in 2024 it's the first um well we say indigenous because I think but it's a very that's I think that's a very Canadian point of view. But I think the way they say it, it's the
Native
first
Yeah.
yeah,
American.
first Native American traditionally published in
That's so
2024.
Okay.
cool. That's
Oh,
so
So
cool.
really?
yeah,
That's
Oh,
kind of.
yeah,
That's kind
yeah.
of
Yeah.
sad,
that's
actually.
Romance,
pretty.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
great, but it's sad that it's the first. Like it isn't. It's
Yeah.
2025, right? And that's the first
yeah.
time someone's been traditionally published.
And I'm
That's
glad we're
Native
talking
American.
about it. That's so crazy. For
For
romance, you mean?
romance, just for
Yeah,
romance, yes.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
romance. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, my favorite scene was when the boss says, "Oh, get me that Indian." She brought
I forgot. Yeah,
Elle.
that's the one I was saying. That's funny. That's the one. That's
It's
right.
funny. I
That was
kind of laughed
so
at that one.
good. That was so
That
good.
was
Oh,
good that she shoved it to him. I enjoy.
But
Actually, I did
yeah.
enjoy
Oh
that
my
scene.
god.
That
That
was
one.
a good scene.
Sorry,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
Lainey,
That
we
one
keep
made me laugh.
interrupting.
No, no,
that,
no, no. That's like
that's very passive aggressive though.
I know. Like I thought that was very clever. That's something like I'm glad that she did that for that scene because I was
No,
like,
she
that's
made a
pretty
good point,
clever.
right? Because that's not what they. That's not what she is,
Yeah.
right? No.
Yeah, the native, yeah, because yeah, nobody said. I guess Indian, yeah, it's not really, but okay, but Indian, they don't really. Yeah, I would say natives or indigenous. I think is like who I would refer it.
It's
Nobody
one or
says
the other.
really
I wouldn't
Indian.
just call them, "Hey, you're Indian." They're not, like,
I know
technically, right? So
exactly,
I
but
would think
overall,
so.
I enjoyed the book. I thought it was a good read. So thanks, Elle. It was a good. So it was a good summer read. So thanks. Oh, yay. Okay.
I,
Oh my God. Your
I am
turn.
gonna be I am gonna be Emmy today.
Oh, stop
Whoa.
me.
Ah, I am
Stop
so
again.
I am so glad that you guys at least enjoyed this because I did not enjoy this at all.
Oh, that's shocking. Shocking turn of
No,
events.
we should have
I
known.
know.
We should have known because when we were even from the beginning, you just had such a neutral face. Elle, you're just like, oh
So
yeah,
I'm not saying that I super
yeah.
enjoyed it though, Elle, right? Like
So
I was an easy read for me. For me, it was
Yeah.
an easy read. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, no. I mean, at least like like I think like
I
you
didn't
guys,
like enjoyed it.
okay,
right,
I
right,
still
sorry.
hated
but
Elle, your
I
turn.
still
Yeah.
hated the main character. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
because I did not like this at all. Like I
Okay.
think just like everybody else, Ember, like I think really like Ember kind of No, I
Ticked you
did
off?
not like
Ticked you
Ember, but it
off?
was actually yes, but it was actually bigger than that, right? I think I read another review in Goodreads that like not only is she a liar, she's a pathological liar. Like,
Yes.
It's true. That's
right?
Yes.
true.
Yes.
Um, and you know what? That's not even I think for me. Like, yes, that's one of the reasons I didn't like this. But like, if anything else, I think you're right. Danawa and Walela are really, I think, the only saving factors here for me.
Hmm.
Yes, it was an easy read, I think, like, and a good thing you clarified, Lisa, you may not necessarily enjoy, but it is an easy read because for me too, right? Because as I was reading it, before I know it, I was like, oh, I'm halfway through already, right? Which goes to show, I think, the about like her style of writing or that it doesn't get bogged down, like, with extra thing, but I think that's probably the, the most I can say about it, like, 'cause, like, um, I made some notes too, right? And I think you're right. I think like kind of like Emmy said it, like to a degree, I like her auntie and her friend, Joanna, but
Hmm.
but you're right. Like even Joanna, sometimes she bugged me, right? Because she's like, why would you do that? Like knowing that's how Ember feels, but I think I get it too because I'm trying to kind of like put myself in people's like on these characters, right? So which which I may it may which makes me look overlook certain things, and then that's absolutely fine. But I think Joanna and Ruth, is that I think it's her name, Auntie, right? Is fine, right? Um, but I think yeah, with Ember, right? I think with her lying, um, I was getting so annoyed that I can't even find some of the things funny. Like I think, and then I'm thinking, was that supposed to be cute? Like but because like I was getting so hung up with some of her lies because I think like you all said already, it's like in some of the things she doesn't even need to lie, right? Like
No, it
but
just didn't make any sense. Made no
she
sense at
couldn't
all.
help herself. But I think that's part of like supposed. I guess in their mind, like I think that's what's supposed to drive the story. I mean, I guess she was portrayed as this like in rom-coms where you just like once you start you just kept going. I think that was part of it. But I think I said I didn't find any of it cute. And I think for me that's a shame because it overshadowed like really her struggles in my head, right? Because like she had real struggles, but okay, this is gonna be so mean. But even her struggles, I'm not even sure if she did all those things for her family, for example, because she's a good person, or because she just feels that this is the thing to do when with family, right?
Mhm.
It's
Oh, can I just sorry to cut you off
yeah.
before I forget. No, when you were right when she's talking about he stole the money from me and it came out the money that she gave was like $1,000. I'm like,
I know. So at first I thought I had to read that. I'm like, it's supposed to be for
I thought
college,
it was a
right?
lot.
I'm
I
like,
thought it was
college
a
was like a
lot, right?
thousand.
Yeah, and it's
She started then Saint started taking out the crumpled bills and change, and I'm like, what are we just talking hundreds
Maybe it's a
here? Like
deposit. Maybe it's a
no,
deposit, no?
she said it was like a
$1,000, yeah,
thousand
supposed to be for yeah,
dollars.
that
But
was
I was
supposed to
like,
be
you
for thing.
hate him for $1,000? It's like it's like you hate him forever for $1,000. But go ahead,
But
continue. Go
but now
ahead.
we're talking like at least like what? Like enough for like a full tuition, like
Like
close to 10 grand.
5K at
Hundred.
least.
I thought it was
Like
like $5,000 or yeah, that's what I thought too. And then when I saw it was 1,000, I was like, what?
I know. It's like 5K at least. Up to 10K, I would
Maybe
say.
that's why I think some like I don't know but who like you all mentioned how it reads really what NA because like I think her 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 point of view is very skewed and I don't get it I guess because like I probably should have reminded myself that she's only mid-20s. I forgot about that, right? So
But
then I
she's
think
very
I'm like
immature for being
I
25
know
though.
and that too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, like I mean like it almost felt like a martyr syndrome because she thought she had to help Sage or whatever. I mean, I get it. Like martyr syndrome is like I'm very familiar with that. I think in our culture too. Like
What?
I know. Who are
Really?
you talking about?
Really?
so okay, fine, I get that, right? But like okay, what's that? What else? Like I get the I I did not like how the microaggressions or the racism or the misogyny. I think I the way it was displayed and tackled, I did not enjoy that at all. Because I think it's very, like Emmy, I think you said very cliche. And I don't like, and at the end of the day, for me, there was no comeuppance for any. Yeah, okay, Kyle got fired or whatever, but like, I don't think it was even handled. Like Ember really just took it in and just internalized it without actually, like, I mean, yes, there was that passive aggressive behavior towards like the boss when the boss said, "Get me the Indian," and then like brought in an actual, you know, Indian
Guy
from
from India.
India. Yeah,
East Indian
exactly.
person, yes,
Right.
yes.
But all the other aggressions that she saw from Kyle, from I guess her other boss Gary, I was like, why you just gonna sit there and accept it because that's what, like, I don't know. Anyways, that got me really annoyed, right? Because it felt like she just stood there and did nothing. But
She was kind of okaying it, right?
She just
Not
kept
yeah,
taking
really.
it. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
because she
Yeah.
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
keep her
she
job
just took
though,
it.
right? Because
Right.
she
Oh
knows
my God.
that she's
Okay.
like the newest employee, so she
I think
felt
that's what
that she
it
had
is
to.
too, right? Like, I mean, I think part of what really, I'm sorry, I mean, I guess sorry, Miss Nava, but like this has a very American feel to it. Like, I think the whole book has a very American feel to it. I guess it's an Oklahoma thing where you have to disclose your racial background in the in your job application,
Here too.
right? I guess no,
I
when you
think here
Yeah,
too.
you
apply,
do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you apply, yeah, they do ask,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you want,
okay,
Yeah.
it's
because it's
it's
been a
not
while since I
mandatory
applied.
though. It's not mandatory, but it is there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Because they say that if you say that you're native, like Indigenous or Native Canadian or whatever Native Indian, right? For some reason, there are different
Prioritized.
like
Like here,
Oh
they're
no,
prioritized.
okay,
prioritized,
no,
Yeah,
I
no.
think,
Yeah,
right?
no, no,
yeah,
that
they're
part I
here.
understand. Not that part I
Yeah,
understand because I think yes, because you're right. I mean, even in like because I
in
think
Canada, they're prioritized. Yeah, they're
because I think if
prioritized.
if you disclose, like you're right, like when you disclose this, like I get that, but I think okay, so it must have been a while since I guess I have
Yeah.
applied because I don't recall having to disclose the your racial background, but it's funny because I'm thinking, what if she couldn't pass as Caucasian? But then I guess there's no story, right? If Ember couldn't pass as a
okay,
Caucasian,
but again though, but the company can't really. They did hire Danoa, so they really
well,
don't
that's
even care about
exactly
like
that was my thought
it was.
too,
It
right? So
was
they
Yeah,
more
when I
like
saw
her.
him, yeah, I was wondering that was weird,
it's
right? I'm
really
like,
her. It's just all
Yeah,
her,
it was
right?
just
yeah.
more like her
So
credentials are not. She has no
But you can also
experience.
look at it
Like,
as if Danawa was a token of the company because he was the only one, right?
oh, okay,
So they
that's true
the
too.
way it shows, like, oh,
But they
having
hired
one is
another
enough.
Indian though. They hired another
that makes
Indian
it
I
though,
more
guess,
right.
Emmy.
but tokens maybe. Well, no, but everybody in the company is people of color because even like Phoebe's black, so it's not like
No, but
they're that
not the
racist.
executives, right? Even Kyle, and it's all
Oh,
his
Right, yeah.
right.
They're all
fraternity
blonde. Yeah, they
brothers.
were all blonde and
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
gotcha. Yeah,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That makes sense.
Well, that's
Actually,
true, but
that
but
makes
yeah,
sense.
I don't know. That just rubbed me off the whole time, like wrong,
Yeah.
and I and I'm sorry, I know I'm like maybe I am projecting, I don't know, but I just felt like and I think that's kind of I think why I was upset me more because I think this is like good on Miss Nava for being the first, like I guess having the non-indigenous like romance indigenous characters traditionally published, right? But I don't know, maybe I'm being judgy, but I feel like the this is like what traditional publishers' idea of indigenous, like, you know,
Too, yeah, it's too like stereotypical sometimes.
right?
Like,
I was like, what it was, it almost feels like it's like I think that's the thing that bothers me. It's almost very cliche, very stereotyped that this is what it means to be indigenous in a very Eurocentric like
Like
setting.
whitewashed.
I was like,
You're saying it's whitewashed.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, right, right, yeah.
but maybe
Even
that is how it is. Though I mean, Oklahoma. I mean, I feel like.
I guess,
I
right?
mean,
Well,
she's talking about from her experience. I'm
I
assuming.
know, and well, I think that's what it is because I think I did read her acknowledge, or I think the background of what drove her to the store because I think part of it is like part of her experience, right? When she in some of her workplace, but I was like, but I
Yeah,
think
she's an
that's
executive assistant in
but
the
that's
IT
why
in the IT
Oh.
that's why
industry.
it felt very American.
Mm.
That's why I think, for lack of a better
Isn't
word,
that the
I hope that
longest
makes sense.
acknowledgement though? I was reading that acknowledgement. I was like, that's like 10
Oh
pages
my
of an
God, I know, I know.
acknowledgement.
Oh,
That's a
I didn't read
long
it.
acknowledgement.
have to- chapter
She
on its
literally
own.
thanked
I,
everyone and their mother. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't.
but it
yeah.
was her first book,
I guess.
Emmy.
I know that's true. That's true. I was like, holy crap,
You
that's like 10
guys.
pages of
I know. Wait one sec. Wait.
I'm like, I didn't even
I
read
know,
it.
I know. I was
It's
like,
just like,
I heard you whisper
I'm
that.
I
not.
was like, book's
I'm not.
done.
I'm not
Thank you.
surprised, Elaine.
I'm like, finished.
That's what it is. Like, I mean, okay, I do have to give credit because I think, like Emmy said, or I think, like you all said, like considering this is supposed to be a rom-com, I think that the fact that she was able to infuse it with, the culture and then addressing some of the issue, like because that takes skills, I guess, in a way, because it's hard to take that on into a light setting. But I think in a way that kind of worked against her too, because then it felt like for me, it felt like it minimized some of
The
the
problems.
the
Hmm.
problems, right?
Like just made it okay or
Like
whatever, right? Like
trivializing it.
Yeah,
normalize.
Yeah.
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 Especially
Yeah.
around the, like, I think, like, again, especially around the misogyny and around racism. I mean, we're not even talking about, like, the issues, like, like really indigenous folks usually like face, right? Like, um, but I think, like, I like it that it came from a personal view. Like, it wasn't proselytizing, like, because I get it, because it's rom-com, right? It became very personal about, like, Sage's issue, like, being incarcerated at 19, you know what I mean? Like,
What was he in jail
so
for? Again? I can't remember now.
Drunk driving.
drunk,
Drunk
was it drunk?
driving.
Yeah.
Drunk driving. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, and I think, and I get it, you can't take on issues like that. Like, it'll be too much. It'll be too angsty, I think. Then it's no longer rom-com, right? But yes, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it enough and liked it enough because to make up for how I feel about the book.
You don't
Like,
you don't agree with us, but you respect her.
yeah,
What was
that
that?
is right. That is my very humble opinion only. I mean, if Emmy feels about Esme from Bright Test is how I feel about it. Or like from the last book is how I feel about Ember.
The book that shall not be
you know,
named.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
she didn't like she didn't like the last character even more than my book.
That's true, actually. Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. So
And she picked the
I
book.
know.
It's like,
Gosh, you
and I
know.
was
That's
gonna
what I
say
mean.
too.
That's what I mean. She hated the main character even more than the main character in my book.
Well, and it is how I was feeling when I was reading this book. I'm like, "Ugh," and I picked this book. Like, why did I pick this book? I was like, you know.
maybe if you pick the book, you put extra pressure to like. I don't know. You put extra pressure for the book to be amazing or
Yeah, yeah.
But you know
something.
what? You know what? At the end of the day, if you don't like it, you don't like it, right?
Yeah, I
Like you
don't
just
like
picked
That's
a
it.
true.
book, like
Yeah.
you just
Well,
picked a
no,
book that you
but I
didn't
think that's
like,
what it is.
right?
But I think that's what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all picked a book or whatever book we pick. We pick it that hoping that we
She
will
had high
like that,
hopes. Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
true.
yeah.
I didn't expect that second book from Helen Huang to be so horrible, right? Because I enjoyed the first book,
I know,
right?
and that's the thing,
But
right?
that second book, I was like, what the hell, right? And then the
Yeah.
I
third book, I
know.
started just because I was curious. No, don't read the third book.
No, the
Do
second
not,
time going to
do not,
Stanford based on her GED scores.
don't read the third book. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. If anybody else out there wants to
Based
read it,
on your
go ahead. But you
GED.
guys don't.
Did you read the third
Mm.
book?
I read, okay, so I started reading the beginning and I was like,
Uh-huh.
no. And then I
Oh
just
Oh,
finished it.
no.
I
really?
was like, nope.
Really? But
Oh.
I wanted,
I noped
I
right
like,
out of it. No, no, no.
Oh, it's a
Don't do it.
There's
shame.
just authors
Don't
like
do
that that
it.
you would think it would get better the more you write, but then sometimes you're like that Divergent series. That book was so good,
Oh,
and then got
up until the
progressively
freaking
worse.
end.
And then yeah,
I
Yeah.
like you would think it'd be the
even
That's what I
opposite.
mean.
authors.
Don't. I didn't expect the second book to be that bad, but the third book is even worse than the
Ah,
second book. So I was like, oh my
um,
God, right? So
Oh.
I'm glad actually because I was trying to think of either picking the second book or the third book. So I'm glad I picked the second book because the second book is marginally better than the third book.
Oh.
So
Well, I
no,
guess
do not
even
read the third
authors
book.
have one hit wonders too, I guess.
yeah,
Like, I
yeah, that's
mean,
true.
But I don't even know, like I was telling Emmy, I said, even if I read the first book, I'm not sure if I would still like it now because I read it at a place that was different when I was reading it. My mind was more, I guess, in a
mm,
different
we
spot when I
we
was
liked
reading it.
it we read it, me and Elle read it like years later, and we both enjoyed it.
yes,
It was, I think
and
it's a
then
way
But
better
my
book.
mindset might be
and
different now. I'm
uh,
not sure if I would, I'm not
We'll
sure if I
see.
would
Yeah,
like
we
it as
read it
much as
then
I
and
did
see how we
before.
feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I love it, and I've actually reread it
Oh, you
already.
have. That's
So
right.
But I really liked it. I don't want the magic to go away. That's why I don't want to read it
Oh,
again.
okay.
Yeah.
yeah. But you're
Yeah,
right.
that
I
was
I
her
think
don't.
five-star review. That was your five-star
It
review.
was because it was a 5 star at the time,
right.
man. It was good. It was my only 5 star. It was good. It was,
That's
yeah.
a lot of
I really
pressure.
enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
What?
That's why I was disappointed by the second, and the third is no, totally don't read the third.
Mm.
But that's it. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
Um,
Anyway, sorry.
but anyway, no. I think, but like, what else? Oh yeah, the cover. I think I did. I agree with everybody. I think this is the right cover. I think because I get it. It's hard to find indigenous models if it's real people, like
Yeah.
So and I'm glad that this was the cover, and then the spice. I actually am okay with the spice this one because I wasn't
Oh.
liking it
Oh
already to
yeah, yeah.
begin with, so it was just a bit.
Like, yeah,
It
whatever.
didn't matter at the
Gloss
end of the
over.
day, right? It's like
So
whatever.
then, but so then the spice actually became a bonus. I'm like, okay, at least there was that. you know, um, but I think, but yeah, because I think there was one scene that I thought was gonna get spicy, but then it's like, oh, but then I think the boss came back too soon, so then
Right. Oh, the one in the
Oh,
office.
that one, yeah, the one in the
Yeah.
office, yeah.
yeah. So then it was hot. Then like stop. That's it. like okay, bye.
You know what? Actually,
you know.
actually, you know what? That scene pissed me off because Ember started that, right? She started that with him, but she was all about, no, we have to be quiet. We shouldn't tell anybody. We have to keep it on the down low. And there
Oh
she is attacking him in
yeah.
the office. And I'm like, okay, you almost got caught for a woman who's trying to like keep him a secret, right? Like, why are you pouncing on him at work? So
Yeah,
that kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
ticked me off. Yeah, that
yeah,
ticked me off.
yeah.
I know.
That cat
Oh,
allergy scene
Ember.
though, right? After that intimate, they had that intimate night.
And then
And
she
then
went,
Oh,
she
that
was
was
allergic
no,
to
I
a
love
cat.
that
Like,
scene though
hello.
when she got the allergic reaction.
he was.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
was
because I'm like, that's a consequence of lying about your but I thought that was so funny.
Sure.
But
But
that
I
was
think
so
like,
unnecessary lying. Like that was one of those examples where it's
but
like, why did you? You're so stupid, right? Why would
but
you
you're.
lie about that?
I agree with Lisa. But I think funny enough, I think that made Danawa like even likable because I think like lady said, he was consistent. Like how
Yeah, he
like
was.
he knew he was lying, but he was gentleman enough to not call Ember on it. Like I guess somehow he even thought that was endearing. That like, oh my God, she's allergic for not saying anything. But yeah, I guess
Oh wait, you guys
So
gotta explain something to me. We're doing the group discussion now, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Danua lent the shirt to Ember for Tito to
Oh,
wear it.
yeah.
Why? Why does Tito have to wear her shirt?
Oh, because
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Yeah, that seemed
I think
weird
he's
to
wearing
me.
the uniform. That's why they have a
yeah,
So she
uniform
wanted to
at
cover
that.
But
him.
why can't it be
So
Sage's
They
they,
want
shirt? Like, why can't it be another? Like, I don't understand why it had to be
I know
Danua's
that
shirt.
didn't make sense. I
Okay, so
know.
oh,
you were you too.
Oh, because she was with him. I
Mhm.
don't know.
in case Tito didn't have a shirt.
That's so weird, right?
Oh, see, like now that we're talking about it, is it because Joanna doesn't change? Joanna just leaves home in her uniform and goes to the
Oh,
bowling
that's
alley
right.
in her
Yeah, she
uniform.
does. She
So,
Yeah, they just go in their uniforms.
and then
So
maybe
does
Tito was
she.
like that. Maybe no, she changes. She brings her.
No, it's
Ember
Joanna that
changes.
changes. She's the one who doesn't change.
Oh, right, right. Is it the opposite?
Yes.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
the
Yes.
okay,
opposite.
okay,
But
Yes, that's right.
I
Yes,
don't
yeah.
so it
know
is right.
what it had anything to do with Tito though. Like, I mean, he
I
doesn't have a shirt
know.
at home that he could have just carried with him.
I
Oh, and
know.
it was so. What's really gross? Like when she borrowed that Ron shirt and it's like
Bucky.
or
Bucky's
Bucky's shirt and
shirt.
Oh
I
my gosh, that's
know. I would have been like,
right.
That was a really gross scene. Yes, I
and
remember.
even
Yes.
Dan was like, "Why do you smell?"
Oh
And
my
I was like,
gosh.
I almost puked. I think when like
That's
like
right.
Daniel was like so patient though, I have to say. Like his character was so
Yeah, he
patient
really,
with
really
her.
liked her
Like,
from the beginning.
I
I
know, right? So
know.
I think that's why like I think there's another thing that bugged me. Like what I I would have expected a bigger like again a bigger grand gesture from like Ember.
Then a
Like other than the Peter.
Other
serenading.
than
You
that
want
singing.
you want bigger than serenading though?
Yes,
What kind of it's like? What could be bigger than
My
serenading?
God.
and then you just start singing outside and like at the door, like.
I did listen to the song after to see what part she was singing. I'm like, in
In
your
your
eyes.
and that's
I
so
was
low
like,
too, right?
That's
It's so
right.
I
Yeah.
know.
I was like, how could he have even heard it? Like, through the door. Like, I was like,
You said it's
I
not even a belting song. You're right.
I
no,
know, I know.
like,
Oh my God.
I think
Like
she did it because he likes. I think she did it because
Peter
he likes
Gabriel.
Gabriel,
yeah, Peter
right? Yeah,
Gabriel.
and that was
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
probably the
yeah.
only
but
song she knew, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I didn't even know that was his song. Like, so
I know. I
like,
I didn't either. Like, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. But
that's
yeah.
too funny.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, the shirt. I mean, you're right. I don't know why the
Okay.
need to
Yeah,
do that.
it
Like,
makes sense.
No,
but
it
I
doesn't
think,
make
yeah,
sense to me at all.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Anyways,
weird.
there were some
So
questions about at the end of the book. I'm like, do we
No.
even like?
Yeah.
I mean, even bother? I'm like, no. Like, I know when I
They were
read
kind
it,
of
I
weird
was like,
anyway. It's like, oh, would something about job? And so I'm like, what? It was like,
Wow, I really did stop
oh
reading
my
it
God,
much
Elaine.
after.
You know there's like a glossary too, right? Did you even read the
I,
glossary?
yeah,
That's like
I
I
had
read it. The book's done.
Dan's name because like it was at the end, like
Well, I was calling it Danoa the whole time. So now you said, "Oh, it's Danoa."
it's Dan. It's like yeah, Danawa. I think that's what it is. Like
Dan-
and
Danoa,
even
yeah, it's
Malela, right? That's
Danoa.
how it's pronounced.
Oh, it's like
Malela.
number
Malayla.
4. What is your dream job? Would you ever pursue it? I was like, ah.
Oh God,
That's a
it's like,
weird.
oh
That's a
God.
weird question.
Emmy has her
I do
dream
have my dream
job.
job. That's true.
Oh no, question.
Now,
Was there a question there, Army? Would you ever lie?
Oh yeah, that's
right?
right. Would you?
Would you
It is
ever
there. I think it is there.
would you ever lie to get your dream job?
No, have you
It's
ever
like,
lied about your qualifications to achieve something?
oh,
No,
Oh,
oh yeah. Have you? I don't
No,
think I have.
but
no.
that's the
no.
thing.
I've embellished, but I
But
don't
not
outwardly
lie, I know,
lie.
right? Yeah, exactly, right? Like,
Yeah, she is a pathological
She
liar.
is,
I mean,
yeah.
the lie is just like she was
it
pathological.
just rolls off her tongue. It just rolls off her tongue like the
Yeah.
lies, right?
But
And she
even
can't, like,
telling
she can't help
Danoa, like,
herself.
but I guess almost like she didn't. Yeah, I guess they explained she didn't think she was good enough. She really made up this other person who's working. But I was like, Danoa didn't seem like he was judgy to begin with, and you would
No,
think
But
he would
you,
like,
understand.
No,
but
and
even first in
when he
there,
called her and when he called her on it, she like would still lie, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
but
right?
the funny thing with
Like,
the lying too, like she lied about getting a degree from a community college. I'm like, if I was gonna lie, I would have just said like university. Like, why would you?
university.
I know.
So I guess in a way she was still trying to kind of not lie too much. Like like she still used the same college that she got her classes from. But I'm like, if we're gonna lie, just go all the way, girl. Just say you went to
Oh, I know.
Harvard.
She didn't even know how to use
I
QuickBooks.
know.
I'm like, isn't that basic
I
stuff?
know.
Like, I
she
feel
had to
like
Google it. She had to Google it. She had to Google a bunch of stuff. I'm
I
like,
don't think
how did
it's.
she do her job? Like, I
I
mean,
know,
But
I
even
know.
like okay, fine. She's only taken a few courses, like you said. But even like approving like Kyle's expenses with stamping, and forget the email, but the stamping of the expenses. I'm like, isn't it like
That's
basic of accounting, the standard, the conduct, like
I
I
know. Yeah,
that's
know.
you're
like
right.
what you learn. I'm,
Like you already knew you were doing illegal
I know.
stuff. Like
that's why I
it's
was surprised that I think because you're right. That's what it read too. When I was reading this, it's like this looked like someone who wrote this who doesn't know anything about accounting. Like how you just kind of throw in like buzzwords, like
I know.
But
QuickBooks
so
and
that was a
right?
question though
So
on the discussion. Do you think Ember ultimately deserved to get fired for her lies and actions?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
yes.
yes.
So
100%.
this question is actually okay.
What
Now that
kind of
I'm reading it,
question?
maybe it
What
does
kind
make
of
sense.
question is that?
No, but I mean, I think it does
Oh,
make you think though, because someone would probably say Kyle deserved to be fired more than she did. But yeah, like she did know that what she was doing was
no.
illegal,
No,
right?
both
Yeah.
of them. They should be both
Yeah.
fired because what they did was like
That's
wrong.
actually
And
there could have been a legal action against her. That is
yeah,
fraud. Like
Yeah.
And
delay,
then but for Kyle too, how did you not think this was going to get like found out at all? Like for Kyle to ask that, like how stupid is the company that
I
is like
know. And then for Amber to decide at the end, I'm not going down like without like taking Cal down. I'm like kind of too late. Like
I know. I know. Like no, but yeah, just both of them. Like even Kyle, like you're so dumb. How is this not good? How is this gonna go through without like somebody flagging in the
No,
future
that's so true.
eventually? Like it's like It's like, hello.
But even where she lives, right? Because I think when she heard where Danawa lives, all of a sudden, oh yeah, I should make up to
Oh
where
my
I live.
god, yes. It's like that. Oh, that was like that's such a
That was
stupid lie.
stupid.
Yeah.
I told you that I already said that was dumb. Like, why would you
I know,
lie about
right?
where you live? Like, who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
And even her
Yeah,
car,
just
Who
not the
cares?
even
boss.
her car saying it was
I
a
Yeah.
know.
rental. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, the car,
That
right?
was stupid too. I thought that was really dumb as well. I'm like, why are you lying about your car?
I know. That was a lot of them are just unnecessary. It's like
Yeah, yeah, there
really.
were. But I think that's
And
what
so
it is
it's
meant to. Is it meant to be kind of like, I think, cutesy? That's what
I
annoyed
guess.
me,
I
right? I
guess.
mean,
no, it's
Yeah.
not cute.
no, but in
It's
rom-coms, if you know, oh, I think in my, yeah, I forgot to write this in my note. I just had a thought. This feels very like Hallmark, like
Exactly.
Oh
like
Exactly.
yeah.
right, like where like it almost like an indigenous Zoe Deschanel, like
Oh my gosh.
like being
Yeah.
cutesy and
That's
lying and
exactly
like
it.
and it's okay
I
to lie
know.
and like
That's
it's
exactly
like
it. It's like a hallmark.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like oh, okay.
Yeah, because the other lies, I mean, there would have been a story if they were just caught kissing. That was necessary that they were caught. I get that. But the other ones were like, it's like, you lied in your resume, fine. But it's like,
Well, but so funny because like uh, oh, did you guys ever wonder? Because remember when Kyle caught them kissing in the elevator, and then uh Ember went ahead and Dan said go ahead, and
They
then
ended
Dan
up
talked to
talking.
Kyle,
Yeah.
oh,
and
yeah,
then like, but then what happened to
Yeah.
that? So that means like nothing, like
I know.
because Kyle still still found the need to blackmail like Ember. So what was that
Yeah.
conversation about?
yeah, I wonder.
I think the
And
way it was written
Let's
was
go ask
I
Dan.
think because but I think the way it was written like that is because Dano was a big guy. So
Like he
Kyle in a
doesn't
way,
take
yeah.
bullshit.
Like he can't intimidate
oh,
him. I think that's how I interpreted it, that scene. Because it wasn't explained, you're
and
right. It wasn't discussed. So in my head I just formed that story. Yeah.
or maybe, oh, see, because I think could it have something to do with Dan saying, "We'll just." I think Dan wasn't bothered because in his mind, this is pretty straightforward. We'll go to
Yeah, that's
HR
true.
saying we're having a
Yeah.
relationship, like
I know it's like a
And
tech company, seriously. Like Dan was right. It's like a
it's
I
tech
a
know.
it's a
startup.
startup, exactly.
It's
It's
like no
like
one's like no one cares.
No one knows what they do, and even I don't know at the end what else they
yeah,
do.
that is
Like,
you're
I
right. What do they do?
I know.
What do they
other than
do?
that,
I
they have
know.
I
Separating them, you can't fire somebody for being in a
like,
relationship.
or
Oh
But
wait, I'll
just
be
like
right back.
even like,
I'll be right back, sorry.
oh, okay,
okay.
you know how that scene there was one where I was laughing. I think like that's why I said it's as if a young person wrote this and not recognizing what grown-ups do in the world because like even in
Yes.
the because even in like I think there was one scene where Amber was trying to file something or create an email. I said, "Oh, of course, there's finance, there's legal, there's HR," and I'm like, "Okay, what's your point? Like, this is like it's like, do you feel really smart now that you know that there's all this department that
No,
there's
I
like
guess she doesn't know. I guess that's the whole point, right? She's a high school graduate who took like one accounting course. I guess she doesn't know how
Oh, I guess I keep
the
forgetting
she
how
said
young she
that's
is.
her first that's her first office job ever. Like it's the first time she's been in an office. It sounds like so she
Oh,
said,
I
right?
guess so. Yeah.
She's the first time.
So she feels really proud of herself that she knows like that there's a finance, there's a legal, there's an HR department or whatever.
I
Like,
know.
okay.
I know.
Anyways, yeah. But I honestly thought the blackmail would come from Phoebe.
Right,
Phoebe.
Phoebe,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
because
I
at the
kind of
end,
thought that too. Yeah,
right? Because
I
at the
kind of
end of
thought
it, I
that
think
too.
was it you, Lisa, who said it? Like Phoebe became like, okay, what was her purpose there? Like first they
Yeah.
were
Because you
friends,
don't
or
really
they're not
know
friends.
like whether
yeah.
she had nice intentions or not, right?
No, and she mentioned she's like, some people you just can't be friends with. Like she didn't even like her.
That's
Like,
true,
right?
yeah.
Like
At the end, right?
she,
That's how they said that. Like they
you
realized
can't
like
be
they just
friends with
work together.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because
So.
they went shopping together? Maybe is that what it is? Because otherwise she wouldn't have bought those
And
shoes.
Mm,
why would you buy the dress you don't want? Like nobody will ever force me to buy a dress I don't want. Like I will never wear. Like you know what I mean? That's like she just felt pressure for nothing. Like she added pressure to like it
I
was
know, but I
weird.
think that's what it is, right? But okay, like to Amber's credit, I think like was it you, Emmy, who said it? She talks about like really the mentality when you're what's the word she when you're recovering poor, right? Like where
All right.
um where like really the value that you put on things, like the things that people take for granted are the things that, like, when you're recovering poor, you don't think you deserve, or you don't think, like, you can afford, even though you can, right? So,
I didn't say that, but
but
I'll take
anyways.
credit for it.
Oh,
Good job,
Thank
Emmy.
you. Thank you.
Good job.
okay.
Good job. Good job.
Maybe when you're talking, it's not like,
It was in your
and then
back.
I think that's what's going in my head.
Oh no, because I did the quote right when she was talking about,
Oh,
to you money doesn't mean anything, but for me, who was yeah,
right.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is. Because I think, yeah, exactly. Anyways, okay. Are we
All
moving on
right.
to characters now?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sure.
I have someone. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I-
well, okay.
You
Lisa
do?
does
Oh,
never have
who?
any. So Emmy, lady.
Martin Sensmeyer. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
from where was
Oh.
he from?
I don't know. I think I was just googling like
Oh my
Native
God.
American
That's what I did.
models or something.
That's what I did. Indigenous actors and
Yeah,
actresses,
yeah.
right?
So that's
So,
him.
Oh, he's hot.
Oh, he's handsome.
oh, he is hot.
I don't have anyone for the
I
And you
girl.
guys?
For girl,
know,
I
I know,
know. For the
because
girl.
I think when I googled like indigenous actors and actresses, half of them came from Twilight. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
some of them are not even real Native
I know
Americans.
that American,
Oh,
right? But there's only one Dan for me, Danoa.
who?
But he's older now. But I see,
Is it from the
I'm dating
Equalizer? Is it from the Equalizer?
He's older now. He's like some 60-year-old.
no. I mean, he's not in his 20s anymore. But
Oh God, who?
Adam
Who, who,
I
who?
Beach.
I know. I knew you were gonna
Who's that?
say. I knew you were gonna say Adam
Who's Adam
Beach.
Beach? Who's
Yeah,
No,
that?
he's
yeah.
too. He is
He's
too
our
old.
age.
He's Canadian too, right?
I
Huh?
know he is
Yeah, he's
Canadian
our
too,
age. He's
right?
our
The thing
age.
He's
is,
our
I
age,
can't
right?
picture him with long hair for some reason. I think that's my
Oh
problem
yeah,
with
he's
him. Yeah,
cute. Yeah,
But those
he's cute.
I
dimples,
know he is. He's
you know.
cute.
He's
But
cute.
he's too
I
Okay,
old.
did,
so
I think
I
he's
from
too
did,
old.
I know, but I did see that model to Emmy, the one you picked, and then
Martin,
there's
yeah.
one I
oh,
think. Hold on a second. There's one that he's kind of. I think he's kind of cute too. Is it Kiowa Gordon or something?
Picture.
picture.
Picture. Elaine, do you want me to
No,
send you the
no.
picture?
Yeah, send me picture.
He was only cute in like Twilight. I think he was in Twilight. He was only cute
Which
then,
one?
but he's not as cute anymore. He's older now too. Never mind. Which
Kellen
one did you
Lutz,
pick,
by the
Emmy?
way. Kellen Lutz is coming to Fan Expo.
Oh, are you gonna go meet him? Are you gonna meet
No,
him?
no, he's too
What is
expensive,
that?
actually.
Oh,
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 really?
really?
So three of them are coming. The one who played no, actually no, his real name's Jackson Rathburn. He played
Oh,
oh
sounds
wow, yeah,
familiar.
yeah,
what's
yeah.
his
I know
name?
him.
And then
Oh,
Peter
I've heard
is
of
it?
him.
Cassinelli's coming too. So um,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
but
really?
Kellen Lutz is like so expensive. I'm like,
Really?
Why? What has he
yeah,
done lately?
exactly.
You
I'm
know
like,
what? Because that's why. Because this is their source of income
oh,
now.
I guess.
Sometimes.
And us twihards, it's true. We would, I mean, some people would
Hmm.
pay, but not me.
You pay.
But not
I
me.
guess.
Oh God.
I mean, he was in. I think he was in FBI Most Wanted for like two
Oh,
seasons. I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
he?
he was. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Oh wait, here's my
Okay,
character pick.
yeah.
okay.
So have you guys seen Prey? You know the Predator movie
yeah,
Prey, like the last
yeah.
one. Oh my God. Okay, I had a crush on the brother. His name is
Oh,
Dakota
Oh,
Beavers. He's like,
Oh, I forgot that
yes.
movie.
oh,
That's right.
yes, yes, yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yeah.
yes.
God, he was okay. When I was watching the movie, he was so I'm like, oh my God, this guy's so
That movie was good.
Yes,
cute.
he
Yeah.
is cute.
No,
He is
yeah,
cute.
that movie was good
Yeah.
actually. I never actually haven't seen any of the Predator one. That's the only one I've seen.
What?
But I liked it.
What?
I
Like,
liked looking at it.
There's like
but which one is
25 of
this?
And
them.
for the girl,
I
and
know
for
there's
the
a
girl,
lot.
did you find one for
Oh, the
Ember?
girl? No, I mean I could pass for names.
Oh my God!
No,
That's
I'm the
right.
girl.
Not lying at all. Because I'm pretty sure
Mm.
one time I braided my hair, right? Like,
Yeah.
I was at 7-Eleven, and the cashiers, like, he's Filipino, right? So then I started talking to him Tagalog, and then he looked at me like, oh, kala ko, oh, sorry, I started saying in Tagalog, right? And like, he said, it's like, oh, I thought you're indigenous, right? I'm like, oh.
That's
Like,
cool.
yeah, I'm like, oh, like
I
the
think
movie.
any of us could pass,
I
well,
guess
except for
so,
Lisa.
yeah.
Lisa looks very Asian. It's like
Well, you look
Lisa looks
Chinese.
super Asian. Yeah, you look Chinese. Yeah, but yeah.
Your friend thought that I was mixed.
Who? You look mixed with white for sure.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, but not.
I do?
like Chinese
Oh,
with
Yeah.
white maybe.
So
really?
you can,
Oh,
so like Ember, you can put Caucasian.
Yeah, Amber, I didn't really think of
Yeah,
any. There's not a lot of
same.
like,
Yeah.
No,
no. There's
yeah.
unfortunately.
no.
I even thought of the woman from thing, but she's not even.
From
Then I
Twilight, right?
realized
From Twilight?
I think there was one from Twilight, but the one from but she's not, she's half Asian, I think, like, but she could pass, I think, for Indigenous or for Native American. The woman from, oh my God, what is that this sci-fi, the Jessica May Lee or something?
Is
You know
there,
that movie?
No.
no. You know who actually could pass too? Maybe it's Haley Stanfield. I think she's part
No.
indigenous, no?
She
Is she not?
every time there's like a mixed character, she's always hard. I'm like, no, no.
Really?
In Sinners, oh my gosh.
she's but she's actually part black, I think. She's like her grandfather in real
She's also
life.
Oh,
a
for
Filipino,
real?
right? She
Really?
has the Filipino blood
Yeah.
in her too. The singing part of her,
She
I'm
The
died?
sure.
singing part for
Yeah, her grandfather's
She's
Filipino, yeah.
part
she's very mixed.
but
Emmy,
she could pass though.
the girl from Shadow and Bone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She can pass,
Yeah.
right?
Phil
Yeah.
Collins' daughter?
No, no, no. Shadow and
No.
Bone.
It's like
You're
You're talking
thinking,
about Shadow
you're
Hunter or
thinking,
something, right? The oh my god.
she's thinking
Lily
of,
Collins.
Lily
Lily
Collins,
Collins.
yeah.
I was like
which one is that? Which movie is that?
the movie.
Yeah,
I was called Shadow
with
Hunter.
the British guy. It's a YA, Lisa. It's a YA by Cassandra Clare. They
Yeah,
made into
yeah.
a
Yeah,
movie
Yeah,
with
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Lily
yeah,
Cassandra
Collins.
Clare.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
and
it.
then they turned into a series in Netflix, which is worse, I
Yeah.
I
thought.
know. I tried
Oh,
watching
okay.
it. I think I watched most of the first season, but
I
yeah.
mean, they butchered the first. They said the book, the movie butchered the book, but then when I started watching the Netflix series, but which apparently was supposed to be truer to the book, I was like, how is this better?
Oh
I
yeah.
actually like the movie better,
I've read the
So.
first 4 books, I think, of that. First 3 books, yeah. No,
Which
no.
one is that
Oh.
again? The
Cassandra Clare. Shadow something. Shadow
It's
Hunter, I
oh,
think. No?
Shadow
no,
Hunter.
no, Mortal
She's written a
Mortal
few
Instruments.
too.
Instruments.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mortal
She
Instruments.
she's written a
never
Yeah,
few
mind.
books. Yeah, she's written a few.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind.
Her
Yes.
books are thick too. My gosh. Anyways.
Anyway, so sorry, where are we?
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
rating it now.
We
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
we're
we're
rating
rating the
it.
book like Emmy.
All right. Okay. So I did enjoy it. I mean, there were cons, but all in all, I enjoyed it. Thank you, Miss L, for picking it. 4 stars.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, me next.
Lisa?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I have to take a star off because of Ember. So I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Okay.
Yes, 2.5.
Lainey.
So I also enjoyed it, and mostly because of Danua. So 4 native daddy stars.
Yeah. Native Daddy
I
stars.
forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yay for Native Daddy.
Their banter on the text was so good, right? I did like
I
how
Yeah,
they
that
did
was
that.
funny.
know.
Yeah.
I know. Like honestly, Danua made the book though for
That's
me.
true.
Like
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, we lost Emmy. Oh my God. And it wasn't
okay.
Emmy. It wasn't even Emmy who's
Hello?
whinging this
we
time.
got her back.
No, she's
Oh, there
back.
she
She's
is. Yeah.
back. Mm. Okay.
Okay,
Hello?
is she
Can you
back?
guys
L.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear you, but not on my headphone, which is really weird. Let me see if I can fix it.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we wanna. It's it's okay, Emmy, whether you hear me or not, because my rating is not really gonna be that great. So,
I'm gonna go.
um,
I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go and then come
yeah,
back.
we can hear you. We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
can
you.
We
hear
can
We
you
can
hear
hear
too,
you.
you.
but it's not on my headphone though. So
Just
it's
leave it. We're almost
Yeah, but
done.
leave
okay.
it. We're
Yeah.
almost
Yeah. Okay.
finished. Yeah. Yes. Well, like I said, I didn't like this, except for Dan and Walela. So I gave this 1.5 stars.
Ooh,
I
that's the
know,
lowest
sorry.
you've ever given.
I know,
Yeah.
sorry, Miss
Okay,
Nava, but but I'm glad,
it's
like,
okay.
everybody else here had, like, semi-enjoyed it. So I think,
Yeah.
that's a
So it
win
just
right
shows
there.
we like different things. Like all
We
of us
do,
have
we do,
different
Yeah.
absolutely, yes.
opinions.
Yeah. I think like happened before, I was ready to apologize to everybody, but I'm actually glad we picked it because then, some of you enjoyed it, like, some okay, but but still. Awesome. Well, that
Yay.
concludes our 24th episode of Crazy Bookish Asians. Um,
Yes.
we don't have a book pick for the next time because we are not sure when we're gonna have our next meeting because, you know, life is happening. Life is lifing right now. So, as they say, right? So, um, but I guess, we will be back when we're when we're back. I guess we will leave it at that. So on that note, like hope you enjoyed it. Like if you right here till the end, thank you for watching, sticking with us right till the very end. And that's it. Enjoy.
Okay.
Well, this is almost the end of summer, so I guess
Yeah.
enjoy. I
Oh my
hope you're
gosh.
enjoying the rest of summer. So
Yes,
Thank you. And happy
that's
two
right.
years to us. 2 years of
I
Yes.
Crazy
know,
Bookish
that's
Woohoo!
crazy.
Asians.
Like and subscribe
I guess
if you're new.
if you're new, see.
awesome. All right.
Okay. I guess it.
Toodaloo.
Toodles.
Bye.
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 Bye.